Steph with Tiny's Garden. Today we're doing something new and exciting we haven't done on our property yet, which is plant a tree. So I went and got a Tiger Eye Sumac tree, which is beautiful, beautiful fall color at our local garden center because it was hugely discounted because most of the leaves are off and it looks like it's not a great tree, but it will come back in the spring next year. So I snatched that up. I'm going to plant it in the front garden bed, load our John Deere up with stuff. I'm going to take it all out so I'm not hauling a bunch of stuff, and then plant it in and see how she does. Okay, so as far as supplies, I have my Cottonburr Compost, my big auger to drill the hole, and a manure fork in case I need to dig anything up that's already planted. Like I think there's a dahlia in that area, so I'll dig that out if needed. And I'm also going to put some Biotone starter fertilizer in the hole. And here is the tree. Though she looks frail, she is fierce. At least she should be next spring. So these Tiger Eye Sumac trees turn a beautiful yellow, red / scarlet and orange color in the fall. They do sucker, but I especially double checked with the garden center downtown. You'll see them come up and I can take them away if I don't want it to spread. So I will keep it fairly contained and tight, but you can also grow them in plants. You can also grow them in pots as well or containers. If you do want to contain it without the suckering, that's an option too. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the ground because the space that I want it to be in, I'm okay if it spreads a little bit, and any part that I don't want it to spread to, I'll keep an eye out and cut them back if needed. The great thing about these is that they thrive in poor soil or wet soil, and our soil, I think, leans that way. So the fact that we can have a decent amount of water in the soil and still have a beautiful tree come up, I'm super excited about that. A lot of different trees that we've tried to have, such as a blue spruce pine tree, we just can't have because they don't thrive in our soil well. It'd be like throwing out money, basically. Though I'm still thinking of a way I can do that. If you know, comment below how I can get a blue spruce pine to grow in heavy clay, pretty wet soil. Drop a comment below. Now, according to the tag, it says that they do prefer full sun. The place I'm putting it in is actually going to be part shade, probably more shade than sun, but I think it should be okay. If it looks like it's not doing well there, I'll take it out and move it and probably plant it in a container. So, another experiment. Okay, let's load this up and plant this. I'm stuck! So the area we're going to be planting this in is this front garden bed here toward the back corner in front of these viburnums. There is a little dahlia here that didn't grow to a bloom, so I'm going to dig this tuber up. Lots of earthworms. Here's the rest of the clump. These other ones I think might be okay. I'll set these to the side and look them over later. I thought for a second about changing from this spot in front of those to over here in this hole diagonal to that tree, because I'm thinking this will cast a little more shade onto this single area where I had success with stuff and some sun, including my largest dahlia. But I'm just going to plant it here for now, see how it goes next year. If I don't like it there, I'll move it and that will become its new home. This also gets 6 feet tall and 6 feet wide.
Now I come in with my big auger to create the hole that the root bulb will sit in, moving it up and down as I aug. Be sure to watch a video on auging if you've never done it before because it's easy to get hurt. After I use the auger, I'm going back in with my hands to remove any big lumps of clay or stones and rock. I'm trying to create a hole that has about 2 inches around the whole root ball of breathing room. Then I will go back in and fill in with compost and fertilizer.
Okay, all these things are in here, so I'm going to mix and then put the plant in.
I'm also including some of the native soil as I mix all of these things in together.
It's like a nice cocktail. Now I'm going to plant this to where the top part of it is hanging out of the ground about an inch or two, so it's like a mound per the Garden Center's instructions. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love if you would go ahead and subscribe now to follow us along here on our journey. Okay, we are all planted in here. I'll give you a close-up of how it's looking. And as we travel down, here is the root ball, a couple inches above the soil. And if I want to add more protection, I can come in with leaf mulch or even more topsoil. I think I'd probably be good right there. Because we have a ton of leaves, I'll probably leaf mulch it. But we are done here. Thanks everyone for watching. Please let me know if you have experience with Tiger Eye Sumac. I'd love to hear what your experience is. And we will see you in the next one. Bye!